Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Bining Vitali and welcome to my channel. I live in New Zealand and today is our second day of complete lockdown from any foreigners, outsiders that want to come to New Zealand. So no entry, except for all New Zealanders who want to come back to New Zealand. I think they're still able to, but they have to go through 14 days in self-isolation, and then after that they have to go through testing to find out whether they are infected or not. And today is our first level 4 alerts measures, community isolations. I was very shocked for the first time in my life to hear that sirens on my phone last night from a message from the health department, an emergency message that we have to stay home for several weeks. They don't even tell us how many weeks, but several weeks. So that means that the police, military are in control. We can't go outside our house unless it's very necessity. We only allowed to go to supermarket, hospital, pharmacy to buy medication, buy food, or something like that. Apart from that, we have to stay home in community isolation. So everyone should stay home. And I'm sure that our street out there are quiet. Except there was a dog barking and also a helicopter like going that way, and then another helicopters going that way. I think they're patrolling to make sure that everyone is behaving. Okay guys, I'm going outside because I'm allowed to go outside. So you know, you need sunshine, you need fresh air, and see what it's like outside in our street. So quiet. Yeah, I can hear crickets. So we'll see what it's like on our street. So quiet. Well, it's not 100% quiet. I can still hear kids playing outside. It's supposed to be stay inside for crying out. So I'm gonna go out there and enjoy the sun. It's not really sunny today. It's a little bit, you know, cloudy. It was showering earlier. I can hear the helicopter, probably working for someone that is not doing their community isolation. Yeah, so quiet. In New Zealand, we have 200 plus coronavirus infected cases, and so far there is no deaths. and there was few that recovered from it, and they've been, I think, released but still under observation. And also I just found out that nurses who look after coronavirus patients, they say that they didn't notice coronavirus patients sneezing, coughing, or had a flu. They don't, but they notice red eyes right at the back of our pupil. There's they got red in their eyes that they didn't include to the symptoms. And also there's 3 red eyes, chest coughing, short of breath, can't breathe, and also high temperature, but they didn't include the red eye when the coronavirus patients in their intensive care units patient, means that they're very severe cases. So I'm outside our house because I need sunrise. I need sun. I need vitamin D and also fresh air, even though we are in our community isolation, and it's gonna be another 4 weeks or so before we're going back to work. So I'm not working. Oh my gosh, showered. It's raining and pouring. Had to go back inside. See, look, it's raining. Shut the front door. It's raining outside. So I was having my lollies, my candy, and then I swallowed my saliva wrongly and I start coughing outside. Then I have to come inside the house because I don't want the neighbors reported me that, oh, there's someone coughing next door. Oh my god, you know, you can't help it very feeling conscious when you cough or something like that, you know, like a normal cough, you know. So anyway, we don't know how long this coronavirus is gonna be run around the neighborhood, run around the country, all over the world. But we only got like 4 weeks of community isolation, and hopefully after then we will be safe going back to work. So our dental clinic is closed. Everyone is closed except the hospital clinic, except the pharmacy, except the supermarkets. They still their necessity, so they have to be open. And also the deliveries, something like that, you know. So that's why there is no need to panic buying. There is no need to worry about there's no food to eat in New Zealand, that is, because the supermarket is still in business. It's raining, so people have to stay inside their houses. I heard children's outside. They're playing and screaming, and people still outside cleaning their cars or something like that, you know. You know, as long as you don't get in contact with other people out there, you can still go for a walk but you have to be alone to walk out there and away from everybody. So it's really hard. Sometimes you feel feeling discriminated because, like, I went to my favorite organic shop in Thames. I go there every week. They're so friendly, they're so helpful. But then last week, was that last week? What's today? Oh, this week, before we start our community isolation, I went there and I feel like been treated like I got a coronavirus. The atmosphere is really uncomfortable. You have to sanitize your hands. You have to stand, and they draw a circle in front of the cash register area where you pay your grocery. You have to stand back and stuff like that, you know. People's really feel you know, different. Their attitude, the way they look at you, the way they look at everybody. It's everything's changed. Because everybody, they are treated as you are infected, because nobody knows who carrying coronavirus. Some people immune to it, some people not. Yeah, so I hope this coronavirus will be gone. So what you do if you are in isolation, community isolation? Okay, I cook, I eat. So by the time the isolation is over, I'll be fat. Well, not necessarily, because I have to be responsible. I have to exercise still and drink a lot of tea. But I've heard the news just a moment ago that the Pakistan country is in denial. They don't follow lockdown. They say coronavirus is bad, contagious, but you don't die from it. So they still do the thing, you know. There's no lockdown in Pakistan, so the rest of the world is gonna watch what will happen to Pakistan, because they thought that they are more powerful than the coronavirus. They're in denial, so that's very sad. So how can you, like in India, how can you lock down 1.3 billion people? So yep, this is really I can't even put words to it. Like someone like me, you know, in Italy, is that in Italy? Where was that? I think it's in America, that younger people started to get hit by this coronavirus than the older people. I think it must be in America, but I'm not quite sure. So after this, the world will not be the same. People, that's gonna be change. And I don't know what they're gonna do with China. Everyone is trying to survive, try to keep everyone alive, and the one that dies, we just gonna accept it and move on with our lives. So yeah, be careful out there, guys. Listen to the news and just you know, take vitamins, eat proper food, fruits and vegetables, and drink a lot of water, lots of tea from India. And if you got common flu, get on with it. Just get on with it. Deal with it. Not get on with it. Deal with it. You know what to do to stop flu, common flu, cough, and stuff like that. And don't panic and pray. Just keep praying. Prayers is asking God to help us, and also we just have to you know, be positive that these things will be over soon. When there's a beginning, there's an end. So the ending of this coronavirus would be great. Everyone's can hardly wait to get on with our lives, go back to work, and that. I think maybe the first week is okay, but another 3 weeks to go, people's gonna become anxious and become bored and stuff like that. But hopefully they still keep the rules, or follow the rules. Community isolation is gonna be hard. And there's a good news. Adam just told me that our landlord is dropping our rent for 4 weeks while we're in community isolation, because you know, you can't work. There's no patients. Our dental laboratory, our dental clinic is